The New York Yankees have made multiple sneaky moves, filling out their 40-man roster with some interesting signings made to guys who were initially top prospects and high-round draft picks in the MLB draft some years ago that the Yankees believe could be used for some depth while also making a key waiving of someone else, and we're going to break all of this down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Yankees Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into things as usual. And if you guys are enjoying the channel, make sure to subscribe. If you're part of that 75% who is not subscribed to Yankees Digest, well, my hair usually doesn't look like this. On top of that, make sure to subscribe if you want daily New York Yankees news, rumor reports, updates on signings like this video, updates on trades, and a bunch of other fun stuff, including live streams that we are going to start soon once the MLB season begins. Now, all that being said, we do have a lot to talk about. The New York Yankees, headed by Cashman, as we all know, made some signings, and they're interesting ones. It fills out their 40-man rotation with guys who, well, not many people would have expected the Yankees to fill out their 40-man roster with. As mentioned by MLB.com, first, the New York Yankees claimed infielder Braden Shewmake off waivers from Kansas City. Then, the Yankees claimed right-hander Owen White off waivers from Cincinnati, while designating righty Allen Winans for assignment to make room for the 40-man roster, which is now full. In case you don't know, Braden Shewmake is the guy in the photo right here. He played for the Chicago White Sox last year, who obviously is exactly where you want to go get players from because of just the phenomenal year that the White Sox obviously had. On top of that, it was mentioned that both players are set to head to the big league camp in Tampa, Florida, where they'll be joined by a group of 26 non-roster invitees who were announced on Wednesday. The first workout is for pitchers and catchers. It's February 12th, so 6 days away now, followed by the first full squad workout on February 17th, and then February 21st comes around and baseball is back. Who cares that it's minor league baseball? Baseball is baseball, and then a month later, we will see everything get underway with that regular season MLB beginning. Guys, it's getting close. The time is flying. Time flies when you're having fun. It's been a fun offseason for the New York Yankees outside of losing Juan Soto. They made some nice moves. The offseason is still going strong. I mean, free agency is still going. Alex Bregman is yet to sign a contract. Pete Alonso just signed a deal. I mean, things are still going on in baseball right now in the offseason, and we have this season rapidly approaching. And the Yankees, I mean, they really made sure to not spend any money with these signings whatsoever, bringing in guys off waivers who, well, are so uninspiring. Well, I don't know. It's really uninspiring, honestly. Braden Shewmake played last year for the Chicago White Sox. Now, look, he's a left-handed batter, which is fun. He plays shortstop, third base, and second base, which is helpful because the Yankees need that. He had a minus .6 WAR, which just why? Not why does he have a minus .6 WAR. That's not what I'm asking. I'm just asking why. Why, Brian? Why did we bring this guy in? What is he going to do? Is he going to make some shoes? He's definitely not going to make some wins. He's going to make some losses based off his WAR. A career minus .7 WAR. All 4 of his runs, RBIs, and stolen bases were this season. Yeah, because he played for the White Sox. He didn't win anything. His OPS plus was -5. The average OPS plus is 100. This guy's a -5. Look, I'm not trying to make fun of the guy. He's a much better baseball player than I'll ever be. He's a much better athlete than I'll ever be. And it's a lot easier to do this and talk about baseball than to play it professionally. So good for him. I'm not trying to hate on the man. OPS of 337. The average is 750. I mean, the batting average is atrocious. He had 8 hits and 64 at-bats. I don't believe that he's going to be on the Yankees for long because clearly this guy's not good enough to be in the MLB. And I understand that not all 40 guys are in the MLB. I understand it's 26 people. It's not lost on me. But are the Yankees that desperate to not spend money that they're going for Braden Shewmake? Guy better be able to run like hell or do something. He better be able to. I hope he is. I really do. Now, on top of this, as mentioned by MLB.com, Shewmake is a 2019 first-round pick by Atlanta. He's a versatile infielder with experience at second base, third base, and shortstop. The 27-year-old got his first taste of the majors in 2023, going 0 for 4 over 2 games with the Braves. Then he was dealt to the White Sox as part of the Aaron Bummer trade last season. And, I mean, what a bummer Shewmake was. And look, again, I'm not just trashing these guys for the fun of it. Like, I promise that's not what I'm doing. But, like, I mean, really? You couldn't have signed anyone else to play the infield? Literally? Like, this is what we're doing, guys? Hal wasn't willing to spend $2.5 million over or a 2-3 year multi-year contract on Jose Iglesias or something. We're going here? Really? Why? On top of that, Owen White, who they also signed, ERA of 24 this year, a whip of 3.333 in 3 innings pitched in 3 games. I wish his ERA was a 21 so it could be divisible by 3. Everything else was so perfect. What am I, Rain Man? Look, this is not a meaningful signing. Owen White also, a little icing on the cake. He's a right-handed pitcher. So that means the Yankees' 40-man roster of left-handed relief pitchers is one guy, Tim Hill. That's it. And I love that they re-signed Tim Hill. That's not lost on me. It is amazing that the New York Yankees re-signed Tim Hill. That was an awesome move. They got him on a cheap deal. I'm so thrilled with that. I don't want that to be overshadowed. I think Tim Hill was a perfect addition to this team. He was so good in the playoffs. They used him a lot in the playoffs, and rightfully so. The man was dealing. He's a great guy to have on the team. I'm super happy Tim Hill's back. I don't want that to go lost in this. And also Allen Winans, who they waived. I mean, truly remarkable season for him as well. He lost 2 games, pitched with a 15.26 ERA in 2 games that he started in 7.2 innings with 4 strikeouts and a whip of 2.348. But historically, his career has been better than that. Look, Winans is now DFA'd, so he's not playing for the Yankees anymore. Meanwhile, the Yankees have 2 guys who will be on their 40-man roster for an unclear amount of time before anyone else plays better than them, and they'll likely just get moved off the 40-man roster and DFA'd or waived or something. As mentioned, White, meanwhile, is a former top 100 prospect who finished the 2023 season as number 66 in MLB Pipeline's rankings when he was in the Rangers system. The 25-year-old right-hander made 5 relief appearances for Texas over the past 2 seasons. On December 20th, White was DFA'd by the Rangers. He was claimed by the Reds on January 6th and then got DFA'd again on January 29th, where the New York Yankees came in and picked up Owen White. Now, White, again, clearly has not had it in the majors so far, despite at one point being the 66th ranked prospect in baseball. So the Yankees might be seeing him, and they might be ready to use the Matt Blake formula of let's revive a pitcher's career, especially White, a guy who throws 7 pitches, is clearly versatile, has some breaking balls in there. So with Owen White, I will say there is a lot more hope that he could actually work out for this team, because you never know what Matt Blake is going to pull off when it comes to pitchers who have a lot of breaking ball promise. On top of that, in White's limited big league experience, he's been tagged by Baseball Savant as having thrown 7 different pitches. Here they are: a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curveball, a cutter, a changeup, a sweeper, and a sinker. So most of these are breaking balls outside of that 4-seamer. So, however, he relies mostly on that 4-seamer, which sits around 94 miles per hour. I think Matt Blake is going to try to change that pretty much instantly. Be like, no, you got a lot of good breaking balls. Because picking up a guy like this with 6 breaking balls, and having Matt Blake, I think to me it's a clear sign that the Yankees see something here, or their pitching department, their scouting department, their analytics team. They do. The Yankees analytics team is good. They're very good with this stuff, with finding diamonds in the rough, especially when it comes to relief pitchers. So I imagine they're going to find a use for Owen White somewhere. With Braden Shewmake, I imagine he'll be waived by the time that the season begins, or DFA'd or something, and the Yankees will look literally anywhere else. Bring up a guy in your farm system. That's what you got to do. Or just bring in another lefty reliever and figure it out from there. I understand there's only so many spots, but they got to figure something out. Maybe they do trade Marcus Stroman, and they have 39 guys on the 40-man roster, and they sign someone who, well, didn't have a minus WAR playing. And it's not lost on me that DJ LeMahieu had a minus WAR either. I don't want DJ LeMahieu playing third base. I want it to be Oswald Peraza, because as great as Oswaldo Cabrera is, I believe Peraza has a higher ceiling and could break out, and the Yankees should try to do that. Plus, Peraza is a little bit better of a base runner, and he's very fast, and I do like when the Yankees have good base running, because over the last 5 years or so, they have had terrible base running where they have to trade for guys who are specifically good base runners like Tim LeCastro. So hopefully they can get out of that by Oswald Peraza breaking out, given Cabrera is also a fine base runner as well, and he's known to have some spark in his game. We've seen it before. Hopefully it works out. But guys, let me know what you think. Are you at all inspired by these signings, or do you more feel like me, where you're just looking at them and you're like, ew? Let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, and go Yankees.